bit of Rahman and my metric number is S59884, and today I will present to you about my role and responsibility in completing this group assignment. For this group assignment, we have to have Mr. L in releasing the tax for his company Kerja Kumpulan Sdn Bhd. First step, my team members and I discuss on segregated tasks equally among each other. As for me, my main role is in preparing Form C part for the company along with Farah Alia. In order to prepare Form C, Farah and I have to discover the amount in the tax form to fill in the form. So I will explain to you overall of this tax form. In addition, for this assignment, we refer tax treatment for the company, which are Section 33 and Section 39 in our Malaysian taxation book. Section 33(1) provides that for the purpose of determining tax, a person or business gross income shall be adjusted by deducting from that source all outgoing and expenses wholly and exclusively incurred in the production of gross income. But not all costs are deductible. Section 33 must be read with Section 39, which provides a list of outgoings and expenses that are specifically not deductible. For this assignment, we are provided with some documents such as GL, code, ledger, trial balance sheet, income statement, detailed income statement, adjustment in order to do tax com. First of all, adjusted income to figure out which item or expenses that are allowable and non-allowable for business taxation, and in order to complete the adjusted income based on the format given by the tax book using formula. Here are the example of non-allowable business expenses and allowable business expenses to be referred in order to do adjusted income. Next is the statutory income. Do the calculation on capital allowance for property, plant and equipment in the company, and to complete the statutory income based on the format given by the tax book using formula. And here are the example of capital allowance and actual allowance claim. And third is chargeable income, also known as taxable income, the total annual income minus all the tax exemption, and tax relief that are entitled to. And here are the the company tax rate for chargeable income. Now I will show you the overall how to calculate adjusted income. First, we get the net profit before taxation, and then we add with non-allowable expense, which are depreciation, and then we add with capital expenditure, which are donation, and then we add Section 39, which are private and domestic expenses, capital allowed or money withdrawn, and penalty and late charges. And then we add with capital asset expense of, which are deposit paid for telephone or utilities. Then we will be minus with expense qualified for double deduction, and we will be minus with other income, which are dividend received and rental received. After we do the calculation, we get the income, adjusted income, which are 161,437.81. Next, I will show you how to calculate statutory income overall. First, the amount for adjusted income, we add with balancing charges, and then we will minus with capital allowance. The capital allowance I'll be shown in the slide. And then after we do the calculation, we get the statutory income, which are 95,157.81. Last but not least, for tax computation is chargeable income. To calculate chargeable income, other income, dividend income and rental income, we have to add these two, and then we have to add with statutory income just now and get the amount for aggregate income. After we get aggregate income, we have to minus with approved donation, which are charity work. Then we get total chargeable income. Then we have to calculate the company tax, the tax payable, which are we using the company tax rate for 2021, and the total is 160,773.81. Based on the company tax rate, we get first 600,000 with 70%. Then we get 19,851.55. Last but not least is my part, Form C. Form C is a statement under Section 77A of the Income Tax Act 1967 and income tax computation pursuant to subsection 77A3 of ITA 1967 and a team notice of assessment under subsection 92 of the same Act. The submission of this Form C should be made within 7 months after the close of the accounting period. This for my part, which are Form C. To fill in Form C, we just have to fill in name of the company, which are Kerja Kumpulan Sdn Bhd, reference number, income tax number, incorporate in Malaysia, yes, status business, in operation, and company of resident 01, which are Malaysian. Commencement date of operation is 29th May 2016. Accounting period start 29th May 2021 until 31st August 2021, same as the basic period. As for company we paid up ordinary share is yes. Company established for issuance asset is no. Control company, no. Company limit by guarantee is no. Substantial change in shareholder and subsection 44. Subsection 44 is not relevant, and also claim surrender loss under the group relief provision is not relevant. Now we go to the calculation of statutory income, total income and distributable income that I have shown you overall how the calculation is. And first of all, aggregate statutory income, business and partnership, just now, the total of the chargeable income. And then we have to minus with business losses. We don't have business losses. The total, we just take the amount from the A1. Next is aggregate statutory income from other sources, business interest, discount, rent, royalty, premiums, and we get the amount from the statutory. Then we have to add the total with the aggregate statutory income from the sources to get aggregate income. Then we have to minus the aggregate income. We have to minus with the current year business losses. We don't have prospecting expenditure under Schedule 4. We don't have approved donation. We have zakat perniagaan, we don't have. Claim for loss under group relief provision, we don't have. So the aggregate income minus with the approved donation, we get total income. Okay, move on with the chargeable income. The chargeable income for we don't have. So we just get the total for chargeable income. Okay, as for calculate chargeable income, we get 117,183.97. We put over here with the rate of 70%, which are first 600,000, and then the income tax we get 19,921.27, and it becomes total income tax charge on that year. Okay, as for the total, we get the same amount, and the balance of tax payable, we got the same amount also. Okay, here are the declaration from Mr. L, which are declared that this written form contain information that is true, correct, and complete pertaining to the income tax for this company. Here. Okay, here are the capital allowance, but we don't have, so we don't need to fill in. And here are particular of the company. The method of payment for tax refund is via own account in Malaysia. Name bank account number is here, and bank identification number here. And as for this government linked company, no. Company listed on Bursa Malaysia, yes. Has holding company, no. Carry out control transaction under section 139 and 140A, no. Receive foreign income which is exempted under paragraph 28 of Schedule 6, no. Subject to interest restriction under section 140C, no. And this overall is no, because we don't have for this company. And for other particular, as for this one is also no. Disposal real company gains tax act 1976, no. So we don't have to complete the item for G3B. Disposal, no. Carry on e-commerce, no. Subject to income tax, no. So we don't have to complete the item for G5B. And has financial account at financial institute outside Malaysia, no, because this company is inside Malaysia. And here are the particular of the auditor. The auditor for Kerja Kumpulan Sdn is Muhammad Awang and Co, which are at Kuala Terengganu. And here are the firm for the person who completes this written form for this company, which are Wisman Cheng and Co, which also at Kuala Terengganu. And okay, I fill in the summary of statutory income from businesses and partnership. We have statutory income, calculate statutory income business code here, and statutory income total is 95,157.81. And here are the total. We just get the total. And as for aggregate statutory income from business and partnership, we just got for business, so we get the total here. And here are statutory income from other sources. We just have rent. So the total of rent is 25,300, and also dividend 410.16. So the total of dividend and rent is 25,710.16 for aggregate statutory income from other sources. As for other expense, we don't have. Approved donation, no. And here we just don't have to fill in because it is not related. So let's move on to the particular of company major shareholder is Mr. L. The address, the identification passport, date of birth, country of origin, and direct shareholding. And particular of holding is Kerja Kumpulan Sdn, country code is 13. Okay, here are the information of control transaction. The principal activity is catering and food services, business good, and others particular you don't have to fill in because it's not related. Okay, now I will explain to you the financial particular of the company. In order to do this one, we just have to refer the given document in order to complete the tax form, which are trial balance, balance sheet, and income statement. So first, we have to calculate the trading profit and loss account, which are for the sales. These are the amount, and then we have to minus with the cost of sale, the amount, in order to get gross profit or loss. And then we have other income. And as for the expenditure, we have professional technical management and legal fee, director fee, salary and wages. We have rental lease, maintenance and repair, travelling and accommodation. And then we have other expenditure. Then we have total of the expenditure to get total expenditure amount. And in order to get the amount for net profit or loss, we have to get the gross profit or loss, plus we add with other income, and then we have to minus with total expenditure to get the net profit or loss, and the total of non-allowable expenses, which are depreciation. Okay, next we move on with balance sheet. For example, fixed asset, the amount of motor vehicle, plant and machinery, and other fixed assets which are computer, and the total we have to add up all these three in order to get total fixed asset. As for current asset, trade debtors, sundry debtors, cash in hand and cash at bank, we have and other current asset. We have to add all these current asset to get total current asset. And in order to get the total asset, we have to the total fixed asset add with total current asset and get total asset. And as for liability and owner's equity, current liabilities, we have trade creditors, sundry creditors. Add these two and get total current liabilities. And we don't have long-term liabilities, so the total liabilities is the total of current liabilities. As for shareholder equity, the paid-up capital is 1, and profit and loss operation account, we take the net profit or loss here. And then we have to total up the paid-up capital and profit and loss to get total equity. In order to get total liability and equity, we have to the total liability must minus with total equity and get total liability and equity. So here are the result. To note the balance sheet is correct or not, the total asset will be the same with the total liability and equity. Okay, that's all from me in completing the Form C and also explaining you the overall of the tax competition. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.